28.
How's it going, people?
Good afternoon, folks. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
That's right. We made it through the weekend.
Yeah, well, we figured we're going to change our format a little bit. And instead of doing like one 20-minute show, we're going to do a couple of 10-minute shows. What we'd like to talk about today is basically politics.
And common sense.
We have something so
And common sense. And the politics here is for what's going on in 2024. Well, what's going on right now? We have two of them, Trump and DeSantis, running against each other.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And that's what that's going to basically do is going to dilute any shot of really getting someone other than Biden in there. And again, I'm going to stress this, okay? Yes, I am probably going to vote for Trump, okay? But I'm not voting for him because it's a cult situation. I'm voting for him because if you look at the situation that we're in right now, we're literally on the brink of world war, where our banks are collapsing.
Inflation is really up high.
Yeah, they're talking now that the most incredible
More homeless people.
Well, the most incredible thing. Do you know about this credit thing with the mortgages? What's going on with the
Oh,
mortgages?
yes.
So here's the deal. So if you actually have a house, okay, let's say you have a summer house and you're paying a mortgage, and you're up to date on all of your mortgage, everything's beautiful. You struggle every month to make that payment,
right,
so you don't fall behind and your credit score doesn't go down. So you're trying to save yourself a credit score, so in the future you could rent an apartment, you could rent a car, or whatever, so you have good credit. Your good credit is going to now cost you more of a mortgage.
Right. So
No,
just say you might as well have bad credit.
Yeah, if you have bad credit, they'll subsidize you. But it actually goes a little bit beyond that. And it even goes to the degree, like, if you wanted to save, let's say on a monthly payment, you wanted to do a bigger down payment, that's going to cost you now. Okay, that's going to create a higher payout for you long term. But yet someone who hasn't paid their bills in Lord knows how long has a credit score of 200, let's say, or 300,
right, okay,
instead of an 820 or something like that, they're going to get subsidized, and their actual bills are going to be less than yours. That's just ridiculous.
That don't make sense.
They shouldn't be able to actually successfully get any credit at that point.
So what your administration is saying is your hard work, your effort of making everything perfect, gotta go down to 2.
Well, now keep in mind that this happened before. They did this
in 2008.
Yeah,
right?
they did this already, and the result was catastrophic. It was banks were going out of business left and right. It's just not a good way to work. To tell people, listen, if you don't do the right thing, we're going to make it okay for you, is the wrong message to send out to people. If you don't make your payments and stuff like that, then you don't deserve the credit. It's not up to someone who does pay their bills to pay your bill too. It's just my opinion. But let's get off of that. Let's get back to what we originally were talking about, which was DeSantis and Trump. The dilution of the votes could be a really bad thing in terms of not getting Biden out of office. The right thing for them to do, and really and truthfully, DeSantis doesn't have the chops right now to be president. And I'm not saying that from the point of view that he's
got good on foreign affairs.
Exactly. He
doesn't have
enough experience with it.
And he doesn't have the business skills.
Right. He's never had to cut checks or he's created jobs on a federal level.
Good governor.
He's created jobs to the degree that he's allowed permits and stuff that have allowed businesses to open and whatnot. But he's never actually had to open the business. Right. And that's the difference. He's never had to actually worry about, employment insurance. He's never had to worry about, there's a lot that goes with the business that he just doesn't have experience with. Trump has cut hundreds of thousands of checks for employees. Okay, hundreds of thousands. He's created more jobs than anybody than an individual really should be able to do. And I'm not talking about during his term. I'm talking about
before he was
personally.
President. Personally. When he was running Trump Towers, all of that, he had jobs.
Well, there's also, you got to remember what he did for Woman Rink. Okay, Woman Rink was supposed to be refurbished.
Right.
And they were giving it I want to say like 6 months or something like that to have it done. And it was supposed to come in at like $14 million or something like that. 3 years later, it still wasn't done. And Trump had been, I hope I'm getting the story right. I could be wrong, okay? So don't hold me, nail to nail with this, because No. I mean, it could be off on a fact or two. It's not. The base of the story is correct.
Right.
And so he used to look at it from his window at Trump Tower, and he saw that it was in crap shape. He turned around to Koch, and he said to Koch, "Listen,
Yes.
I'll
back
do
in
it.
the 70s.
I'll do it. And I'll take it under. I'll actually pay for it myself." And he paid for it.
And he paid for it,
He
right?
brought it in within 4 months. This was after 3 years of waiting to have it done.
Mm-hmm.
So the economy was 3 years bigger in terms of like
Right.
things were 3 years more expensive in terms of economy goes. He brought it in for like $3 million, where it was supposed to be $14 million in 6 months. 3 years later,
Nice.
he brought it in for 4 months for $3 million and fixed it up beautifully. So the man knows what he's doing and he knows how to negotiate. And that's another thing.
You have to learn to
DeSantis-
deal with these people across the
Right.
I mean, the other leaders, it's their
If you-
business. They play dirty.
If you look at the way DeSantis is handling even something ridiculous as Disney, he's not negotiating. He's telling. And
Yes, he's demanding and all of this stuff.
and the difference between that and Trump, okay, is
Trump will
would
negotiate.
Trump would tell you, listen, this is the way I want it to be, but he'd tell you this is your benefit by you doing it this way.
Right.
So he wouldn't say just do it. He would say do it, but this is why you want to do it for you. And that's the difference.
That's the difference. Is right.
That's a master negotiator. A master negotiator knows exactly
I mean, listen.
what the other person needs
Right. Now
and
think
feeds
about
it to him.
Now think about it. Trump, DeSantis. That's a good ticket. There's no way they're going to lose.
That's what they need to do.
That's what they need to do. If they
DeSantis-
put their minds together and work together
Well, but it's also the idea
instead
that,
of going after each other. it'd be
well, you
great.
also got to look at the time factor, the mathematics of it, for example. So Trump can only run for one more term. Granted,
That's true.
it's not consecutive terms, but you can only run for 2 terms. You can't run for 2. It's not 2 consecutive.
Right.
It's 2 terms and that's it.
That's it.
So, from that perspective, Trump can only do 4 years. He can't do any more than that.
Right.
If you bring DeSantis in as the vice president,
Vice president, he'll learn.
right, for 4 years, go with it. Go
Right,
with it.
he'll learn from Trump, like you said. He'll learn from Trump in those 4 years, and he could become president for the next 8.
8 years. So now you have 12 years of a Republican
And he'll learn
president.
the business. He'll learn how to
He'll learn how to negotiate.
negotiate.
He'll learn how not to be enamored by
learn
other
some-
dignitaries.
and deal with foreign affairs, because as you can see, we're on the verge of World War III.
That's the big problem with the leaders we've had in the past. Okay, is that they've all been very enamored with like the kings and the presidents of other countries and stars and all of this stuff, and that's not something we need.
No.
We need someone who views themselves on an equal level with other dignitaries, and to be honest with you, Joe Biden is actually, or would have been, actually one of the ones who would have viewed himself, because he has such a high
Yes.
opinion of himself. He would have viewed himself as part of them if he knew where he was. Sure, no problem. He just has no idea where he is. We were writing a parody.
Yeah, we
of
were playing
Rump
music, yeah.
by the President's Man, I think that was
Oh,
wrote
that's
it.
funny.
And one of the lines in it is, the man doesn't know where he is or why. And it's true. He really just has no...
Oh, put it this way. When stairs get the best of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another line in the thing, actually.
Yo, listen, stairs don't move.
Yeah, come on. I
If they get the best of you more than once,
Yeah, I was going to say not once, not
We're in
twice,
trouble.
3 times.
you're in trouble.
And on a separate incident, 4 and 5. So the man's got some cognitive issues, without a doubt. You see him every now and then, like, at this reporter banquet they had in the White House. That,
Man.
and he comes off really, really, like awake and aware. He's pumped up on more Ritalin or Adderall or something like that. He's pumped up on something.
A little bit of cocaine. Who the hell
Maybe,
knows?
yeah, it might actually be. To be honest with you, I'm not surprised
You
at
might
all.
have got it from Hunter.
Well, you're saying that, but that's not necessarily an outrageous idea. What they say, like father, like son, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I mean, come on, people.
I mean, that might be an idea Hunter came up with. Listen, I can make him look more aware if you just give me a straw, But anyway, so my basic point here, I
They're
guess.
all brain dead.
Yeah, without a doubt. Any guy who's willing to take
Listen,
the
I'm sorry, just because it takes him an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes, that's not awful.
No, but I'm telling you, any guy who takes the mother of his child to court and knows that you're going to have a forensic accountant look over all your information, and you've done nothing but be a foreign. What's the word I'm looking at? Foreign helper to
Oh yeah,
China.
Hunter's
to
in
trade.
trouble now.
And you want people to go look. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Let's see what this is
And
about.
Hunter's in trouble now, people.
Hello.
We get these funny calls.
Hello. Hello.
My name is Tom, and I'm calling Easy Quotes. The reason
We're not gonna do that one. That's a taped one. If that had been a live person, I would have had some fun with them. I when they call here,
I'm sure everybody gets these calls.
I get literally 60 of them a day, and I like when they're from, like, it's always some Indian guy, like from like Pakistan or something, and he wants to sound American, so he takes the most American name he can think of, which is like Jonathan McDonald. It's like, and he's like, "Hello, my name is Jonathan McDonald," and I'm like, come on, dude,
Yeah, that ain't working.
You are not McDonald, okay?
I'm Kerry Wang. All right.
Anyway,
But back to Hunter.
yeah, I forgot we were talking about that. But,
He's got to go pay for his child now.
and then the other thing is this whole Joe Biden not even acknowledging this kid. That's really, really rough, man. The kid has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, listen, you have to
Nothing
take care
whatsoever.
of. Listen, you have to take care of your
Dude,
child.
they put stockings up in the White House for the dog, and they didn't put stockings up for this other kid. I mean, come on.
Yeah, really.
You know,
It's
even if-
Biden blood.
Even if Hunter doesn't want anything to do with it, that doesn't mean that the grandparents should. And the one that I have the least amount of respect for is Jill, because she should understand that this kid has
As a
nothing to do with
mother,
it.
right.
As a doctor, she's supposed
As
to be
a
a doctor.
right.
That means she's intelligent, or at least it's supposed to mean she's intelligent.
Supposed to be. Well, education and intelligence are two different
That's right.
things.
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
You can have, listen, you can have all the diplomas you want, believe
Yeah,
me.
but that don't mean that it helps.
Matter of
Anyway,
fact, go check out the Whitakers.
oh my God, you'll love that. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Actually, you want to talk about something real quick? I'll do that in the next section. I got
But
it.
really, Hunter, though, he should pay for his child. I remember I went to court one time. I had to deal with my wife. The judge turned around there and said, Mr. Langenberg, I went over your case very carefully. I'm going to send your wife $750 a week. I said, that's pretty fair. I'll see if I can send her something, too.
That's pretty good. I give you that. Oh my God.
Every now and then I'll send her something myself.
Maybe I would. Okay. I would have tried to borrow it, but all right. You send me a $750. That means I can borrow probably.
There you go.
Anyway,
But God help that child, though, because it's an innocent child.
yeah. Let me know what you think about what we said about DeSantis, Trump.
Yeah, 24.
Presidency.
Come on, people.
It
Take
really
our
makes a
country
lot of
back.
sense when you think about it.
We need our country back.
And we'd actually start having people put back in jail where they belong and kept out of the country
That's right.
if they're coming illegally.
Sure. I mean, just look at that criminal right now in Texas. That's on the loose. That just shot a family of 5 people. Just
Five times he was deported.
five times. Come on.
That's crazy.
Guy's a criminal. He just took out a family because they told him to calm down. Just stop
It wasn't.
shooting.
It wasn't even that. They said they asked him really nicely. They said to him, "The baby's asleep inside. We'd like to keep him asleep. Can you please stop?" And then they went home. They went back to their house.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
didn't stand there arguing with them.
Nope.
Nothing. This man then went, got his rifle, walked up the driveway,
All right, just
shot a 9-year-old boy first. A 9-year-old boy. Now think about what type of uncivilized
human being. You're not human.
that did this. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
What did the kid do? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But this is what we have in our country today. So, 24, Trump.
Yeah, absolutely. It's necessary.
You have no
it's not
choice.
a joke. It's
It's
necessary.
listen, like you said, you don't have to like the man. I might not even like him, but let me tell you, what he's going to do for our country, no one will
The
ever
whole
mess
thing,
with us
think of
again.
it like this: the same way you don't like him is the same way that the rest of the world respects him, and they respect him because he's
Right.
not a given guy.
A politician.
And the best way I can put it, and I've been saying this since he went down that escalator, I've been saying to people in 2015, and I've been saying the same thing. Listen, if you need a brain surgery, and there's a brain surgeon who has the worst attitude
Right.
you've ever seen on the face of the earth, and there's a dentist who is the nicest guy you've ever met,
But you need brain
but you
surgery
need
now.
brain surgery. Who's doing it? You're not going to the dentist, even though you like him. You're not going to the dentist to have him do brain
You
surgery.
can hate the brain surgeon all you want, but if you know he's going to do a good job,
And-
Go into the brain surgery.
And if you doubt that Trump can do a good job,
It's a no-brainer.
look at his. Look he just knocked my arm off the thing. I swear. Anyway, look at his term. Okay, his term as president, there was not one skirmish. The man went across North Korean boundaries by himself.
Yo, Rocket
Okay.
Man stopped shooting rockets.
There was no rockets. Remember before that? Do you remember every day you would pick up the paper and there would be someone beheaded, or someone would be
Yes.
stuck in
Yes.
a cage, being set on fire or dropped in the water?
That was between Obama administration and now Biden
Yeah.
administration. Because during the Trump administration, there was no ICE.
Trump
They were
literally turned around to them and said, "Listen, okay,
touch one
if-
American.
if one American so much as gets a hair on their head hurt, I know where you live." He then sent them a map with their houses circled
That's right.
and said, "These will not exist anymore."
You have any idea what
These
he
are
did to Iran? Yeah.
He sent them the mother of all bombs. Like his first 6 months in
6
office,
months in.
he sent it right over and just bang. And after that, they knew he wasn't playing games.
They didn't mess with. Nobody was messed with in the 4 years he was president.
And that's what you need. You need somebody. There would have been so much more done had the Democrats not tried not to set him up. But between dossier, this, that,
Russian collusion.
yeah, it was absurd. $44 million spent on a Russian collusion investigation that proved that he had nothing to do with it. That it was Chris Steele, is that his name?
Chris Steele.
Chris Steele.
Christopher Steele.
Right.
Hillary Clinton.
That he
All
actually
of them.
put this dossier together, and it was a total lie. They offered him $1 million to prove anything in the dossier. $1 million, and he couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. So
This
if they
man was investigated for the last 8 years and still nothing.
if they had just let Trump do what he had to do, this world would be in amazing shape.
There was
But
nothing going on in
there
the
was
Middle
always
East. Now look what's going on in the Middle
Trump,
East.
after 70 years, they tried for 70 years to get peace in the Middle East. Trump was literally 1 hour away from peace in the Middle East. I mean, that's insane. It took him 3 hours, and they've been trying for 70 years.
I mean, we just had to close down 4 embassies.
Yeah.
4.
Sudan, yeah. I can't tell you the other. I think it was Kazakhstan or Pakistan.
Right?
I don't remember.
Somewhere
that.
around there.
There's too many.
But there's
stands
4
for me.
embassies that were closed down because of
That's
this.
insane.
It's insane.
That's
They want to break a World War III, people.
and think about this: if you got grandsons or sons, they're gonna go, and there's gonna be a draft, and it's just because our army right now is so depleted from all of this woke stuff.
Woke stuff. I was about to say all woke.
Yeah, God, you won't take.
No,
weapons,
that's it. I was just about to say all the woke stuff. You can't even join the military.
Nobody
They
wants
won't
to
even
join it.
fight.
We can't even get police because the police are so worried that they're going to say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing.
And get in trouble for it.
But
right?
the funny part is, the only people they're going to deal with is the people who are doing the wrong thing. But yet you can't do the wrong things to the people who are doing wrong things to other people.
Don't make no sense.
Explain that.
But this is what we got.
Explain that.
I mean, here, look at New York. May Adams playing a race card.
Look, I'm not saying there aren't bad police. There are, okay? Just like there's bad everybody.
Bad people. It's bad.
There's bad
Right.
everybody.
Don't matter what you're wearing.
Yeah, there's bad white people, there's bad black people, there's bad Spanish people, there's bad Polish people, there's bad.
You
and,
name
know,
it. there's
You name
bad.
it's there. But that doesn't mean that everybody's like that. It
Right.
just means that those people are like that.
That's right.
And you can stop them, but that doesn't mean that every person who wears a blue uniform is out
It's
to hurt
bad.
you.
Right.
And you know what? Maybe if you gave them just a little bit of respect,
You never know.
it wouldn't turn out the way you expect it to.
Well, like we were saying last week. Don't
Right,
resist.
exactly.
If
Precisely.
you're stopped by a police officer, just stop.
Just be nice.
Answer questions.
Just be nice.
Answer questions. You got nothing to hide. Answer
And
questions.
even if you don't want to answer questions, that's perfectly okay.
That's okay.
But don't be nasty.
And don't
keep
try
in
to
mind,
run.
This guy's got a gun. You don't. And if you do,
Yeah,
you better tell him because you're gonna end up dead. So, but this guy's got a gun. Why would you argue with somebody with a gun?
Got taser, gun, you name
Wait
it,
until
you got it.
wait until you're in court somewhere and make the argument when there's this nice, safe judge
Right.
who can stop this guy from shooting you.
Right.
Why would you want to anger somebody who has a gun, a nightstick?
A taser.
I mean, that's just dumb.
Right.
If you do that, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. You can try to make
Right.
points all you want, and
We
there's
talked
no
about
other
that
point.
last time, yes.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
All right,
Very
so
simple.
we're going to pop off with that. But the main idea is that we can get 12 years of a Republican society, which is really what we need.
Where you save your taxes, better jobs, have a home.
Look what happened with the stocks today. I'm not going to
Oh
go into
my
another.
goodness.
We'll save that for another one.
Yeah, we won't
Anyway.
get into the stocks.
Guys, we really appreciate you. We hope you
Oh,
appreciate
listen,
us.
yes, enjoy your day.
Yeah, absolutely. It turned out to be beautiful.
Beautiful
So it's a
sunshine.
beautiful day out. So get out and enjoy.
And we're doing a song, so when we're finished,
Yeah, we're actually going to probably enjoy this. It's
it's a nice parody. It's fun.
yeah, it's to the presidents of America. I think it's called the band, and it's to the song "Lump." If you know it, it's like she's lump, she's lump. Obviously, you know where it's going, right? But it is kind of funny. And again, we welcome any ideas you might want to give us about song parodies.
Yeah, please.
Mark
welcome.
actually gave me a line, and I tried to write a verse for it, but I need more. I need like I got to do kind of like a Mad Libs, if you know what that is, where you guys just kind of leave me lines of crap.
Okay.
I mean, really, in essence, leave me lines you think are funny, and I'll try to put it all together in a
Yeah.
song, and maybe we'll all laugh about it.
And we like your views. We like your comments. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're absolutely, we really do appreciate you on a lot of levels. We enjoy doing this. Like a lot of people, a lot of people do this for like cash and for this and that. I don't know.
We're just doing it for fun.
We're just doing it because we like you, and it kind of gets our ideas out. And maybe we can
It's good to
clarify.
talk, right?
Yeah, maybe we can clarify something that maybe
Certain
you didn't
things, right.
understand, or maybe you can tell us where we're wrong. I mean,
Yes, you have your opinions. We like to hear them.
yeah, we're definitely open-minded. And the other thing is, we're not gonna.
Open-minded.
The one thing I promise you
Gotta have
is
a mind to be open-minded.
we will insult Joe Biden. We will insult the Biden family. We will insult all the Democrats. We will insult Republicans. We'll insult anybody
if we
that's
have.
in the media, but we
Right.
will not insult you.
Right.
I promise. So you just give us.
Yes, we're your friends.
Give us the lines.
We're
and-
friends.
Yeah, we're all. Hopefully, we'll get like a little family together. Anyway, guys, have a great day.
Enjoy
It was
your
a pleasure
day.
again. I
Happy
really
Tuesday.
enjoyed it.
Be a safe week.